Horse Country, Florida, a one-of-a-kind neighborhood in Kendall full of plant nurseries, livestock, and, well, horses. I'm Angie Blanco, a realtor here in Miami, Florida with One Path Realty, and today we're talking all about horse country in Kendall. We'll talk about where exactly this area is located, some of its characteristics, activities in the neighborhood, the schools, the shopping, and my personal favorite, of course, the types of homes we see here and the price ranges to expect. So horse country's borders are from 127th Avenue to just west of the Turnpike, east and west, and from Bird Road to Kendall Drive, north and south. It's a pretty small area of only about 2.5 square miles, but within that, it feels like a whole other world. Or at least not like the typical Miami world. In my opinion, it feels a little more like the Redlands, another area of Miami that I've actually also made a video on. I'll link that video right up here and also in the description if you'd like to take a look. And so, although horse country is much smaller than this other area called the Redlands, both of them share similar rustic or more rural characteristics like having farmland or ranches, seeing farm animals around, and properties having larger lots. Another similarity is the agricultural zoning here, which means that on your personal property, if it's zoned for agricultural use, then you could potentially use a portion of it to grow crops, livestock, use for farming, and so on. You see why I say that this horse country area does not seem like the typical Miami world? It's like a farm within a city, if that makes any sense. Now, in Florida, when we think horses or equestrian, our minds might jump straight to Ocala, since in 2007 it was officially named the horse capital of the world. But in this lovely little pocket of our own magic city of Miami, we also have this beautiful area that's home to so many of these majestic animals. There are a number of riding centers and clubs and stables where these horses live and are taken care of and trained, and sometimes even taken out to the streets for a leisurely ride. Now, that has gone down quite a bit, unfortunately, just because of increasing traffic over the years and the safety of the horses, but when we do see a horse just trotting down the road, I must say it is quite a sight. But because of this gradual increase of traffic over the years, a lot of these riding centers and clubs have actually relocated to different places like Ocala and DeLand and the Redlands here in Miami, just because this particular horse country area is really not as big or as spread out as the Redlands or these other cities. Let's talk about some activities in horse country. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, horse country is full of things like plant nurseries, livestock, and horses. So when you're here, you're definitely going to want to stop at a couple of nurseries and just roam around. Take it all in and take your time. They are full of beautiful plants and flowers and huge vases and outdoor decor, and there's a ton of them, so you could easily spend a nice chunk of your day just nursery hopping. Or there are specialty growers and florists like Quest Orchids, where you can specifically find all types of rare and beautiful orchids. Another must in horse country is stopping in at the neighborhood fruit stands. Here the fruit is local and in season, and of course delicious. I picked up some guanabana the last time I was there, and wow, they tasted like a dream. A couple of other popular spots are Frank's Cafe and Fruits and Aguacate Sanctuary of Love, which is literally a vegan heaven. Now, I'm not a vegan, but I can appreciate delicious food and a good atmosphere anywhere, and this place is definitely it. From the music they play to their food and juice selection, and to my favorite part, the adorable animals that are living their best lives there. There was even a chicken with a mohawk and feathery feet that wanted to be my friend so bad. It would not stop following me around. Cutest thing ever. This is definitely a peaceful and one-of-a-kind spot that everyone should experience at least once. Moving on, there's also, of course, horseback riding. Whether you're just looking to take the family out for a day or start taking some serious lessons for that jockey hobby you've always dreamt of, both options are available here. And there are so many to choose from, so feel free to take your pick. There's also the Kendall Soccer Park and the Kendall Plaza Shopping Center with stores like Best Buy, Barnes & Nobles, and restaurants like Bahama Breeze and Duffy's down at the very southern border of what's considered horse country on 88th Street or Kendall Drive. And just east of the Turnpike, you also have the Town and Country Plaza, which has even more restaurants and clothing stores, so don't worry, you won't have to sew your own clothes or wear cowhide. Another pretty interesting place in horse country is the German American Social Club, which was founded way back in 1949 with the purpose of celebrating German heritage and keeping their traditions alive. It's membership based, and they gather and host different events like dinners and happy hours and sporting nights like rugby and social soccer. One of their events that we all might be a little more familiar with is Oktoberfest. Have you heard of that one before? Don't lie.
Beer.
The German American Social Club in horse country has been celebrating this since 1958 and still going strong. That is dedication. Now, as far as the schools go, some public elementary, middle, and high schools designated to horse country are Winston Park, Royal Green, and Calusa Elementary, McMillan and Arvida Middle, both of which have magnet programs, and Miami Sunset, Braddock, and Southwest Senior High, all of which also have magnet programs and career academies. There are also some private school options in the area like Sunset Prep, Calusa Prep, and Westwood Christian. And last but not least, my favorite part of these neighborhood tours, the housing. Let's talk about the types of homes we see here and their prices. So for the most part, throughout the entire horse country neighborhood, we'll see predominantly single family homes. And these estates in the top main chunks of horse country are almost all sitting on at least 1 acre lots, if not more. A number of them also use part of their land for their horses and their stables or for agricultural use. And we'll see that in the bottom section of the neighborhood, the houses are a little bit closer together, and we'll see a little more of a mix of single family homes and townhomes. But even still, these single family homes in this bottom section, where they're a little bit closer together, are still sitting on 1/4 to 1/2 acre. So it's still very comfortable spacing. Now, as far as pricing goes in this lovely horse country pocket of Miami, single family homes range from the high 800s all the way to about 6 or 7 million. At the time of recording this video, there are only 6 available homes for sale in this area. The cheapest one being 1.39 million, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom pool home on 1/2 acre, and the highest being 2.8 million, a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom pool home on a ranch with 14 horse stables and on over 1 acre of land. Any takers? And as you probably know, when it comes to real estate, the main factor is location. So the fact that you can basically have a farm in the middle of Kendall, or in other words, in the middle of civilization, is quite valuable. And this is really what makes horse country so desirable to so many people. The fact that you can still be in Miami but live so differently than the majority is extremely unique to the city, and therefore the price tag reflects that. Unless you're one of those lucky few who bought a parcel of land in horse country back in 1970 for like $80,000. Then, my friend, you truly have something special. If you enjoyed this video, then I know you're gonna love the Redlands, another agricultural neighborhood in the outskirts of Miami that I also made a video on. Go ahead and click the video right here and let me know which of the 2 areas you prefer, the Redlands or horse country. Happy watching, and I will see you on the next one.